Hey guys, Marsningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and it looks like the 1000 Day Celebration Part 2 update has actually come into the news a little bit earlier than we expected. The maintenance is due to start in a couple of hours that goes on until the next morning, and a lot of these things start as soon as that maintenance is over. So I was expecting this update to appear once the maintenance was complete, but it is actually in the news right now. So let's have a quick look at what we can expect. So we've got a obviously new set of login bonuses. DBZ Space doesn't have the details for that on there, so we can show that on the actual device if I switch over here. So it's pretty much the same as part 1. It's basically a stone every day. You get a ticket for the 1000 Day banner every day, and then just some useful training items and medals. And then the final one is an Elder Kai medal, much like the final one was a Supreme Kai medal for part 1. And we're also getting 10 stones on the first login again, which is pretty cool. They did that for part 1, so I was not sure whether they would actually give us another 10 for free for part 2, so that is actually pretty nice. So if we go back over, we also have the new set of special missions. So those appear here. They're basically the same as before. 10 stamina to get a ticket, 30 stamina to get another ticket, so you still get 3 per day as long as you use 30 stamina and get your login bonus. Then if you consume 1000 stamina overall, you get a Hercule statue. Probably not quite as good as getting an Elder Kai, but so I think it's one of the 1.5 million Zenny ones, so that's pretty good. Perform an Extreme Z Awakening is one. This is one of the ones that was data mined early, which is how we sort of knew in advance that the Broly Extreme EZA was going to come as part of the 1000 Days Part 2. So this basically confirms it. And then we have clear any stage a load of times up to 30. Will give you a total of 7, is that stones? Yeah, 7, and then the EZA is another 10, another 3, so 10 overall. So that's not too bad. Dragonstone Sale, pretty much the same as normal. 3 stones for the price of 1, once per day for the whole time. A one-off large discount on the 32 pack, that one's normally quite worth it. And then the typical 91 stones with a little bit off, which they seem to do pretty much every time. So one of the big things that we knew was due to be coming soon is the LR Bojack banner is going to go live, and this is one of the ones that appears from the time and date here. This should be up as soon as the game is out of maintenance in about 7 or 8 hours time, so we'll definitely be doing some summons on that. I've brought up the details here. This is the banner as it appeared on JP. The legendary banners haven't seen much change. Like the Trunks one was exactly the same as JP, so I assume that the Bojack one probably will be as well. It has a lot of featured units, and not a lot of them are really that great. Obviously the Bojack is the one you want. The AGL Bojack is actually pretty good and is a really good link partner with the LR on the Resurrected Warriors team, or the Movie Bosses team when we eventually get Turles. Everybody else is kind of meh. I mean, Tech Bardock is a decent unit. The God Gokus we now know get awakenings when Ultra Instinct Goku finally gets his awakening, but that's quite a ways away. Again, all these units, Tech Whis, Beerus, the Gohan's a good support. These older Super Saiyan Blue units, they're all pretty good, but they're obviously not the units that you want to be getting off of this banner. So it's always up in the air whether to summon on the LR banners. The rates obviously are not the best. However, if it is Bojack in particular that you want, he has much higher rates on this banner than he will on any of the other banners that have all of the LRs. Although this one should also have all the LRs. I don't know how high up this list they'll be, but yeah, the other LRs will be in here as well. I actually pulled my first LR Majin Vegeta from the featured LR Goku Black banner, so you can get the other ones in there as well. So Bojack is massively underrated. He's probably one of the better summonable LRs, so if you have the stones, I would say he's definitely worth going for. His event comes back because obviously you need the medals from his event to actually do his various awakenings. The Vegeta story event is coming back, which is actually quite cool that we're seeing it back so soon. So if you manage to pull the Strength Vegeta when his event had already ended, because he's now in most of the banners, or the Beerus as well, you'll now be able to get the medals for them. so that's pretty good. And then of course we've got the Extreme Z Dokkan Festival that goes alongside the Extreme Z Awakening, so you can pull extra copies of the Strength Broly if you don't have him, or if you want to get his Dupe Paths open. And then they normally put some units in that will be good on the banner. We'll probably cover that briefly in a separate video, maybe do a couple of summons on that. And then of course the Extreme Z battle itself, which is against the Strength Broly, we'll do a separate video for that as well. But just like the Goku one, you have each stage gets harder and harder, and the special team to help you beat this one is the Hybrid Saiyans team, although I've heard you can get pretty far with a Super AGL team as well. Then they're adding another Pilaf Trove item like they did the first time around. It'll give you 5 tickets for presumably this banner, but I didn't think the last one was worth it, so I don't think this one will be as well. And then the Hybrid Saiyans support banner, so this is the one that was out around the time that Gohan, Strength Ultimate Gohan dropped. It's just to help you bolster your Hybrid Saiyans category team. Obviously the reason this is coming back is because that is the category that is good against the Broly EZA event. Obviously we got Frieza and the category at the time when the Goku one came out, whereas the Hybrid Saiyans category's been out for a while, so they're obviously just bringing this back so you can get some of those units if you don't have them. It won't have the Strength Ultimate Gohan on it though, and he's not going to be on any banners at the moment, so if you don't have him already, it'll be a bit harder to actually make a Hybrid Saiyans team. But like I say, you can use Super AGL, and there's a lot of Hybrid Saiyan AGL units, so you can use those as well. So that is just a brief run through of the events. Obviously we'll go into each one in more detail in their own videos in the days to come, as well as doing summons and various playthroughs of the events. I'll probably do what I did with the Goku one and try and stream some of the Broly EZA at some point as well. I don't have Ultimate Gohan, and I don't have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta either, so it'll be very interesting to see if I can put together an AGL team that will actually be able to get all the way to stage 30. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button if you are new for information for when we'll be going live on things like that. And yeah, that is a brief run through of all the events. The maintenance starts in a few hours time, so once that is over, a couple of these things will actually go live and we can have a more detailed look and see what's going on with all of the events in full. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe for more regular Dokkan Battle content. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Masked Ningen. Feel free to tweet me your summon pulls or ideas on themes or teams you want to see in the future. The All Gohan Team versus Boo video that I put out I think 2 days ago was one of those recommendations from a viewer, and that was a pretty fun video to make, so it's always cool to do that. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.